I want to greeting you again, Kak. So, yeah, my name is Juliani Rafika Sari. From batch 2023 of Chemical Engineering UII. And this is our assignment of introduction in chemical engineering. So, yeah, so the Ma'am Eva asked us to interview chemical engineer. So, okay, please introduce yourself, Kak, for
Okay, hello guys. Nice to meet you all. My name is Wisik Adelina. You can call me Wisik. I'm a chemical engineering from batch 2018 and having graduated in 2022 from Universitas Islam Indonesia. I'm currently working as a junior process engineer at one of IPC company in South Jahara, specifically in PT Rekayasa Engineering. Nice to meet you all.
nice to see you, Kak. And um, so what is your favorite subject when studying chemical engineering, Kak, and why?
Okay, my favorite subject during my chemical engineering is food material technology. It's somewhat unrelated to my current job, but I feel most enjoyable at this subject because it relates closely to my daily life. In food material technology, we learn about like cooking methods such as frying, but from the perspective of chemical engineering. So I find it exciting that my hobby can be related to the college major I'm currently pursuing.
Okay, and is it the same subject that are related to your current job then, the food and energy food process?
This not unrelated to my current job now, but I most enjoyable at the subject when I was studying chemical engineering.
Okay, so um, did I miss that? So how long have you been working as the engineer?
I have been working as a junior process engineer for almost 1 year by tomorrow April, and during that time I have gained valuable experience in various projects and developed a deep understanding in my field.
Okay, so the list of question will continue with my friend.
So I want to ask about the maybe your career until now. What is the most challenging moment for your career?
Okay, I think the most challenging moment for my career until now is when I'm entering the job for the first time because I still need to adapt first and it can be too long. It means we must be adaptive in work and be professional. At the time, I was asked to make a simulation, but I had not fully mastered the tools of the software yet. One of well, on the other hand, I was work under pressure due to the deadline, so I felt pressure at the time. But thankfully, my work environment was really good. All of the seniors were generous with their knowledge and they're willing to teach me and guide me to complete my simulation.
Yeah. So you mentioned that the most challenging moment for you is adapting to a new environment, which is
Yeah.
different from college and the, the career. So how long it takes you to adapt in your new job?
It's very fast. In 1 week first, when I entering the job, I must be adapt and do it professionally.
So can you describe the typical day at your work, at your work day?
Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to describe my typical at work. My main role as a engineer, a junior process engineer, is to assist my senior engineer or my lead throughout the project. My typical work day starts with checking emails and prioritizing tasks for the day, and then I attend some any schedule of meetings or briefing where I collaborate with team members to discuss the project. Although this doesn't happen every day. So the day I work on various tasks such as creating calculation documents, working on piping and instrument diagram, process for diagram drawings, and preparing some report as needed. I also communicate with other disciplines like discipline of mechanical, instrument, electrical, civil, as well as with clients or stakeholders to provide updates on project progress or address any inquiry they may have. Overall, my day is dynamic and involves a mix of individual tasks, team collaboration, and client interaction, ensuring that I contribute effectively to the success of project.
So yeah. And I am curious about what are the subject that you learned before that related to your current job, which is process engineering.
Okay, as a junior process engineer, Alhamdulillah, I work in the field that only chemical engineering student can handle. Yeah, as a process engineer, so I think everything I learned in college is useful. Even the entrepreneurship course are very useful in my current job. However, because chemical engineering is a broad field, the most frequently used things at work are the formulas and basic theory related to process, while the rest is handled on a case by case. But in my opinion, the most influential course is applied design. But if you want to make applied design, it involves many basic courses like thermodynamics, equipment design, organic chemistry, and others.
Okay, and jumping to the next question, what do you do mostly in your free time, Kak?
Oh, what I do during my free time, since I have to work, yeah, from Monday to Friday, from morning until evening. My free time is only on weekend, and typically every Sunday, Saturday, I'm still active in improving my skills that support my work as a process engineer by attending training sessions or webinars. This is also broaden my understanding of the field I'm in. Moreover, during my free time, I'm usually scroll through LinkedIn to learn from there and catch up or discuss with people in the same field as a process engineer.
This is interesting question though. What is one advice you wish to tell to yourself when you were an undergraduate or a uni student?
Okay, one piece of advice I wish I gave to my undergraduate self is don't be afraid to try. It's better to feel regret after trying than regret not trying at all. It would emphasize the importance of seizing every opportunity that comes my way and building a strong professional network early on. This approach will have helped me have a more open mindset towards the world I will face after graduating as a chemical engineering student. For those of you still in college, never waste the opportunity you have because time cannot be turned back and not all the opportunities are easily available until you graduate.
Okay. I want to ask about this one, even though it's not in the list. So, what is the most like regretful action that you probably do in the past that you wish you can repair it?
Yeah, like I said before, it's building a strong professional network early on. It's very important because in this field at professional, the professional network is very important. And maybe I will join like Campus Merdeka or MSIB before when I undergraduate because it's open the opportunity after you have graduate, guys. It's really important.
So, one more question from me. So, where do you get information of your job, of your current job?
By my network with some people like those lecture, yeah, it's by a professional connection.
Okay, Ricky, probably you wanna ask some question if you have.
My last question was, what do you think about a chemical engineer field job? Is it promising or not? I mean the prospect. Yeah,
Yeah, if
yeah,
you graduate as
yeah, in
chemical
Indonesia.
engineer, yeah, it's very prospect for chemical engineer, you can in HPC company like me, or in oil and gas, in petrochemical, and other industry, it's always need a chemical engineer. And you in chemical engineer, you can be a process engineer, field engineer, you can be health environment staff too. So prospect of chemical engineer is very big.
You done, Ricky, with your question?
Yeah, I think I'm.
Okay, one very last question, Kak. So do you
Okay.
do you plan to continue your studies now? If yes, can you share your probably the hint you want to go where, or what do you want to learn in the next studies?
From now, I really enjoy my job. So I think I need 2 until 3 years, 2 until 3 years doing my job. After that, I think I will think about my next studies.
So for now on, you have no plan yet for that.
Yeah.
Okay then. So do you wanna add something, Kak? Probably if you for the closing statement.
I think thank you for reach out me as a research of your interview. I hope this interview can help you with your college assignment and remember to learn from both the good and the bad experience. And yeah, fighting.
Okay. And thank you, Kak, for your time and your insight. It is really helpful, and I hope you have a great weekend. And yeah,
Okay, thank you.
Vicky, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
And here we are to interview you as a chemical engineer graduate to make us to know more about chemical engineering field. So first of all, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Baistiawan. Feel free to call me Bayu. I'm from Samarinda, East Borneo, and I was a UII's chemical engineering student, 2017 batch.
What is your favorite subject when you were studying chemical engineering, and why?
Oh, favorite subject. Actually, my most favorite subject is transport phenomena. I think you will be taking this course around like 6 semester or up. Yeah, 6 semester up. And if you ask me why, the reason is pretty simple, I guess. Because in transport phenomena, you will be able to predict the future. And the question is, how is that possible, right? Because I said we will be able to predict the future. So basically, in transport phenomena, you will be expected to be able arranging the equation that can tell you about certain case. For instance, like temperature and or even mass transfer. With that equation, you can easily tell how much the temperature rises, how many weight of substance do we need to get certain condition. To get better vision, you guys must know absorber equipment, right? So that equipment's working principle use mass transfer. So we will know how many absorbents such like wet water or amine that we need to get rid of specific substances such as like CO2, something like that. So with this equation, you can tell, okay, I want to get this purity of my product. So how much do I need for the absorbent, right? So before you get your product done, you already could tell how many absorbent you need to get such a high purity product. So basically, you just envision the future, right? So that's what I call you can predict the future. So my favorite subject is transport phenomena.
And the next question is, what is your current job or activities that you do right now?
So my current occupation right now is I'm a student right now. For specifically, I'm a master degree student in Chulalongkorn University with petrochemical technology as my major.
And what did you choose that major, if we may know?
Yeah, of course, because my undergraduate bachelor degree was chemical engineering, right? And I have a plan that I will be working for petrochemical company. So I could say that my dream is I can give my my ability to our nation petrochemical industry. So that's my main major, why I choose this major.
So is it your first year or?
Yeah, this is my first year, but I'm already on the second semester right now.
So right now you're studying master degree for petro what? I'm sorry.
Petrochemical technology is my major.
Petrochemical technology. But have you ever been like in job or project before taking this degree, which
Yeah,
related to chemical engineer? Yeah. Can you
I
mention it?
yeah I have worked as a practicing engineer for 1 year before I go to master degree phase, and I was working for oleochemical industry, if you know that oleochemical, because some people don't know how the difference between oleochemical and also the petrochemical. So basically, oleochemical industry feedstock, the difference is lies on feedstock, because for oleochemical we use like palm oil instead of like the oil derivation. If you talk with if you talk petrochemical, we use some certain compound that come from petroleum, right? That's why it's called petrochemical. But I work for oleochemical, where the feedstock come from palm oil. So that's the basic difference for oleochemical and petrochemical. And I was working for 1 year.
In a sort of amount that you had a career for 1 year, if you faced like any challenging maybe in your first month or first week?
Yeah, I think it's not, related to how long you have been working, but the most challenging moment where I was still on my working experience is like you have to be a decision taker. That's the challenging moment. There's a lot of occasion where you have to make a decision quickly in chemical plant, right? And you have to deal with manufacturer. Uh, After you make your decision, you have to like explain why you take this, why you choose that, right? And despite your quick decision, you have to consider many things. And the pressure of that moment will always be, the challenge, right? So I think where you have to make a decision is the most challenging moment in your career.
And I'll probably take over the next question. So you have the career before you take the master degree, right? So what are the subjects that you learn either in the bachelor or in the master degree? So yeah, what is the related subject?
Oh, related to my previous job?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I was working for oleochemical company, right? I feel like there are many subjects actually that related to my position at that time, such as, the decision to use one equipment instead of this equipment. And, sometimes different equipment have like different principle working, right? You can decide this based on chemical engineering operation. I think you will be taking this when you on your undergraduate, and also when you have to decide which operation that you will use on your plant. Is it basically based on like thermodynamics, principle of chemical engineering, and also chemical engineering operation? So yeah, I couldn't say like every subject is related to my previous job, but indeed, all of the subject in chemical engineering is really help you to work in a big company in big industry, something like that.
Okay. So in your current degree,
Mm.
do you got like scholarship, or are you
Oh.
self-funded?
Oh yeah, Alhamdulillah, I got scholarship from my university here, Chulalongkorn University. So yeah, I study here with the scholarship.
Excuse me, what was the university again?
Chulalongkorn University.
Where was that?
It's on Thailand University.
So you studied in Thailand, or
Thailand. Yep.
and the language?
Basically, it is international program, but we have to take like a Thai language course, but it's not necessary to use Thai in our class. So it's basically just use English as our daily language.
All right. So is that a fully funded or partially funded?
Yeah, it's fully funded.
Or including life allowance?
Yep. We get the stipend for our cost of living, and also we don't have to think about the fees for the university fees. So it's fully funded.
Then why did you choose Thailand?
Yeah, wow, that's interesting question. So actually, I know this universities from UII, because UII has like some collaborative work with Chulalongkorn, and also I'm not I don't know this is still exists or not, but in my batch, we have like the exchange program. So we're gonna get here for one semester, and we're gonna go back to UII. But I don't know if this program still exists or not in UII nowadays. So that's the main reason why I choose, because I already know about the Chulalongkorn University, and they offer some scholarship. And then as I mentioned earlier, I have planned that I will be working for petrochemical companies, and Chulalongkorn has a petrochemical major, right? So why don't I choose this major to be my master degree major, right? So I think that's it.
Actually, we have exchange for our years. I think we will go to Malaysia, not to Thailand.
Oh, okay. Oh, which university are you?
I don't know the exact university, because I haven't asked Mr. Hamdan, Dr. Hamdan.
Okay.
It was the UKM, Malay, or UTM, like University Technology of Malaysia. if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
UETM?
Yes.
Ah, okay, I know that.
So you are now in Chulalongkorn University master degree, and how is it? Is it difficult or it's kind of easy?
Well, I think all of people will have same thought with me. Yeah, actually, it's I could say it's the next level of bachelor degree, right?
Yeah.
So you know how hard the bachelor degree is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I say yeah, it is the next level of bachelor degree. That's it. It depends on how that people deal with the class, right? Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard because first we have like more specific subject for petrochemical study, and that's not just you know one application. There's many application like in Chulalongkorn they try to relate the petrochemical technologies with the green energy, with the renewable source, something like that. So it's more developed and it's more adapted to this nowadays condition. So you have to think like out of the box. You cannot just use the same ways of thinking, right? Because we face a different problem for yeah. Actually, we now facing the climate change, right? That's how Chulalongkorn want to relate this program, this major. As you know that petrochemical is one of the the producer of CO2 gas or greenhouse gas. So why how we gonna deal with the gas if we want to make this plant exist, right? That's the new kind of way of thinking that I have learned on my major. So that's give me, the next level of difficulties. So yeah, it depends on people how to deal with the course. But for me, I could say it's the next level. Not easy, not hard. So yeah, it's the next level of bachelor degree.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes easy, sometimes difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Right now you're studying at Chulalongkorn, and what's your plans to the future? Did you want to study continue to study a PhD or yeah?
So yeah, I already mentioned that I will be working for petrochemical companies in Indonesia, but it's not restricted to just petrochemical industry. I also have planned to be uh, like employee of renewable sites, renewable field, because in Indonesia we still lack of this kind of industry. And if you ask me if will I continue my studies, yes, absolutely. I have the plan to pursue my PhD or my S3 in Indonesia, like S3, right? But my main priority is to be, engineer in petrochemical or related to that companies.
And I'm still curious about the learning process of your master degree. Is it like, can you maybe you find something different with your undergraduate degrees in Indonesia, right? So what did you maybe do you find the differences that really really how can it vivid when you were studying abroad, like in your case in the Thailand?
Yeah. Of course, it had like some differences with Indonesian. I I would say Indonesian studying style, because in here we have so basically one course, it has like 2 lecturers. The first we divide it to be like 2 parts. So one course it takes like around 1 month, 4 weeks, right? And 2 weeks first, or we call it part 1, will usually the professor come from the other university, such as Oklahoma University or Texas University, something like that, and even Korean University. So, and the second part, we will be taught by Thai lecturer, Thai professor, and of course they also have like interesting, delivered style, how they teach us. And then in that class we have like several nationalities. So the class is like open discussion class. If we have been given some problem, and then we're gonna discuss it through the many nationalities, and we find that problem in different ways. We're gonna solve this way in Indonesian style, or this way for like a Turkish style, something like that. So it will give us something different, right, outside of our thinking, out of our conventional thinking, right? So from that, you can actually enhance your knowledge, and you can comprehend with some issue that some country already face, and we want to learn from them how we're gonna deal with it. Even in Indonesia uh, is there's no problem such that in Indonesia, but we already know how to face it, and we got the idea. And when the problem is come to Indonesia, we already prepared. That's the main thing that I really appreciate in Tula, because we have a lot of nationalities here, so we can actually learn from another country how we're gonna deal with the problem. So I think that's the big difference in when I studied my undergraduate.
And what about the culture and the society there? Are you comfortable with them?
Yeah, of course. I mean, actually, in Chulalongkorn, there's a lot of Indonesian students, but in my class, I couldn't say that's many, but it has indeed like a several students from Indonesia, but I find it really, really interesting because we have like different point of view, even when we are the same, nationalities, and we have like another vision from another country. And if you ask me, is it comfortable or not? Absolutely, I will say, yeah, it's comfortable because you can learn such many things in here, and also they really really respect to our Indonesian culture, like we are from Muslim country, right? But in Thailand, Thailand is one of the known Muslim country, and they really respect to our culture, our religion, and they like provide us some musola or masjid, mosque in here to give us a space to do our prayer, something like that. So it's really really comfortable here.
Then do you face any culture shock there? If yes,
Oh.
what was?
Yeah, of course, because we come to another country, right? I mean, one of the culture shock in Thailand, or even outside, outside Thailand, like Singapore or Malaysia, because I have several friends from there. In Indonesia, we usually call like Bapak, Ibu, dosen, like that, right? We use Bapak and Ibu. But in here, we just use, the name of the professor. So it gives us like a feeling, okay, we are on the same level. We know that we don't, we are not, but okay, professor will if you have a question, just go to my room, and on that room, we just like talking each other like a friend, there's no barrier, like, oh, you are professor and I am your student. No, there's no such thing like that. And it gives me like, okay, it's make me comfort to ask whatever I want to ask, because in Indonesia, we use Bapak Ibu. Sometimes it's good, but some student feel like, oh, I'm afraid to ask some question to Bapak this one, or Ibu this one, right? So that's, yeah, make me like, oh, I have question about this, and I want to ask professor, but that's not like kind of professor thing. Is kind of, oh, this is my friend, and also professor just usually just tell us like, uh, what do you want to know? If you want to know this one, I also still, don't know it yet. We're gonna find this answer together, and it's like, okay, this is really really my friend, and we're gonna work together to solve this problem. That's the culture shock in here when I came to Thailand.
So yeah, I was also hearing about those kind of culture shock, but it usually in the Western area. I just
Yeah.
know that, yeah, I just know that Asian also have this kind of culture. So and then comes to the next question. Probably, can you please describe your typical day at your uni?
Oh, okay, because I think I cannot say it like in detail, but yeah, since I just first year student and I'm on my second semester here, I don't do much thing, but my typical day is, I just come to the class to learn about the course that I have taken, and mm, yeah, after the class, I usually go to my student room because I already got my advisor for certain project or some project, and I think that's it. Because I don't do much. But for my project, for now, I investigate the paper or the journal related to my project. So my days, I is a lot spent to the search, to search some paper and journal related to my current project.
Right. Then what do you do mostly in your free time then?
Oh yeah, actually I don't I don't have much free time, because every I get the free time, I will actually use it for, do some research for my project. So my project is about carbon nanotubes, if you have heard before. So yeah, in my free time, I just do a research about this topic about carbon nanotubes.
That what is the this is just like pop-up question, and what is your advice you wish to tell to yourself when you were an undergraduate student?
Oh, advice, right? You know, I'm definitely not a good student or employee as well, but if I should suggest you guys, and of course myself, then we need to, you know, try to learn how to think critically based on the knowledge. I said based on knowledge, that mean we don't do a critical thinking by just you know, wild thought. As an engineer, we have to have like critical thinking based on the knowledge. I mean, yeah, there's many people or uni student can comprehend or understand about the course, about the subject, but when it comes to the real world, you cannot just apply your theory in class, right, to the real plan. There's a lot of consideration, of course. Even in theory in class, you know, uh, we have several differences between this theory and this theory, right? That it depends on which literature that you use, right? Some literature it has own solving tools and it's unique from another literature, and also learn to think out of the box, and it will help you being creative. Yeah, don't get me wrong, even when you work in this field, you gotta be a creative person as well to see a problem from many part, from others vision, from another consideration, something like that. And being a creative engineer, it can help you to take more precise decision. So I want to advise you guys and myself as well to be a critical thinking person, and also try to think out of the box and make yourself to be a creative engineers. So I think that's it for from my point of view.
Yeah, that's a lot of advice. So we still have and I think 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Just take your time, guys.
You still have to do more. Do you find information for your previous job?
Ah,
Is it
so
difficult to apply to your previous job or no?
uh, I could say, I would say that's not hard, because I think nowadays students already know about the LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the LinkedIn is really helpful apps that it has so many information about the vacancy of work, and you can just try them. But yeah, uh, for me, my previous work is not that hard to get it, because I don't know, because is it for me or not, but it depends on the position, and also on the, you know, requirement, because sometimes uh, some student tends to choose like they stick to their plan. You don't have to be you know, you have to be like water, right? You have to flow whatever the condition will bring you, and the main thing is you have to adapt with your current job. And yeah, I think I get the information from LinkedIn. You can
So
just, yeah.
yeah. Okay. So how to build your LinkedIn? Do you have any tips for us?
Oh, actually, I'm not the person who spend a lot of time in LinkedIn, and I don't have like experience with how we're gonna design our profile in LinkedIn. But try to make your portfolios become different from other. So oh yeah, and don't forget, you still have time. You still have so many time to do like competition or something like what is called like if I'm not mistaken is model United Nations, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember about the name of that activities, but try to get more activities outside the class, and that will make your portfolio become like different, become really it will attract the SRD. So yeah, just make your portfolio becomes different from others.
Beside the like communication skill and critical thinking that you mentioned before, maybe what do you think about the skill that we need uh
A skill?
to yeah or soft skill that we need to work in the bigger industry?
I think for me, it's enough to have for soft skill. It's enough to have like a good communication skill, and also how to connect, how to expand your connection. That's the two main things for uh, soft skill. I think you can get it with the activities which HMTKTT. Is it still HMTKTT or
Yeah,
that?
it is same.
Yeah. You can get it all from your HMTKTT activities. So
Uh,
and also you can more expand your connection when you join some uh, university activities, such as when I was undergraduate, I joined IATMI, if you know
okay.
that IATMI, and I have a chance to be a delegate for Petrolida. It's like one of the competition, uh, international competition where it's held, I think, on ITS, Institut Teknologi 10 November. So from that activities, I can expand my connection. I can know about this person and this person, and I can, engage some conversation between them. So that's might be helpful sometimes and someday.
Yeah.
So just expand your connection also. Just don't think just okay. I have alumni from UIA on this company. No, it's okay, but you have to expand more. You have to join some activities that allows you to know certain people from another universities. And that will make your connection bigger, right? Because for some university, for another university, like they tends to have like the information that UII doesn't have, right? So
Yeah.
that's the reality. So we have to face it and we have to deal with it and try to expand your communication skills and also expand your connection. That's it.
So maybe do you have a closing statement for this meeting? If you
Oh,
have, please.
I'm not good at speaking, but hope you guys get what I try to try to express through this conversation, and I hope you guys can get what my message to you guys and to others university students, and think that and not that on your mind that the reality or the real world is not the same as university life. So you have to be prepared. You have to be ready when you out of your university. So yeah, I think that's it. Hope you guys get what I try to convey through this conversation.
Okay, then we think that's all for now. Yeah, thank you, Kak, for your time and the knowledge and the information. Hope it all beneficial to both of us, either in the world or in the after world. Thank you very much. Probably
Thank
we
you
will
to you guys.
yeah.